Oh, that's
Hello,
David
everyone,
Gordon. Oh
and welcome to the David Goodman Reality and Truth Show. My name is Vanita Lambert, and I'm the host of this show. I have the honor of hosting the show every single week. And I'd like to thank the founder who implemented this show, Mr. David Goodman. He was a Bridgeport City sheriff. Unfortunately, he is no longer with us, but I always like to just mention him once in a while because without him, we wouldn't have this platform to keep our community informed about certain resources. So it's quite an honor to host a show.
Nice.
And having said that, one of our resources is Mr. Craig Gordon. He's our guest today, and he's going to be sharing some very important information regarding nutrition, and he has a recovery program. Mr. Gordon is the founder and director of NEED, and NEED stands for Nutrition and Exercise versus Addiction and Disease. So welcome to the show, Mr. Gordon.
Thank you, Miss Vanita. How are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
Good, thanks.
I just want to mention, it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Because I was really interested when I saw the podcast that you had done with John Kay. And I was texting messages or, posting messages, and it wasn't live. So I'm glad I have this opportunity to sit with you and not do this show, but hopefully a few more.
Good.
Because I think what you're doing is so important.
Thank you.
And that old cliche about what we eat is who we are is more true than you really think it is. I mean, I don't know how else to say that. You are what you eat, I believe is the cliche. And it's just so important to get information on things you just don't know about. Because I know I don't know anything about nutrition, not that much about nutrition. And a lot of us don't know how it affects us physically, mentally, and health-wise. And so, Craig, please just say hello to our audience, introduce yourself, and give us all this great information on nutrition and recovery.
Well, my name's Craig Gordon. I've been doing research on the relationship between diet, addiction, behavior, crime, and disease for literally 46 years.
Okay, so you're an expert.
Well, I've done a lot of research on it. I probably logged 100,000 hours. Never got paid a dime. So
Why'd you do it?
So I'm either the biggest jackass or the most dedicated guy you ever heard of. And I have paid my dues to know what I know and to have been through it. And this area is very conservative. So, getting people to actually do something different is really tough.
It's hard. It is.
And this goes, and this is just part and parcel. There's so many educated academics in charge of everything. And look at what's going on out there. It's rough.
It is.
And it's getting worse. And I'm trying to give the kids, meaning 30 and unders, more than a 10% chance at a decent life. And right now, I peg it at 10%.
Wow.
You got DUIs, 1 out of 3 or 2 out of 5 are going to be involved in a DUI. Then you've got cancers. Then you've got all sorts of other diseases. Then you got mental health. Then you got crime and, fraud and theft. And, one way or another, we're all going to get hit with something. How do you handle it? And how do you learn from it? And how do you step out of the way? And one of the key things to step out of the way and avoid the landmines is to get healthy. It's not that hard to understand.
Physically and mentally.
Well, when you get physically healthy, your brain follows your body.
Exactly.
Like a perfect shadow. So, if you're eating healthy food, and it doesn't have to be a lot more money. In fact, it could be less money for better food, for better nutrition, if you're willing to get the ingredients and cook. That's the tough thing. Are you willing to get in the kitchen? Are you willing to go to the grocery store? Are you willing to prepare fresh food? And then what are those ingredients? If you can avoid the obvious insults, I call them, the white rice, the white flour, the white sugar, and the corn products that all turn into glucose in your body, but it's way too much. So you literally go into sugar shock from all those refined carbohydrates and then all the chemicals in the processed food and the fast food.
Oh my goodness.
Bad news. The seed oils are a disaster. You know, the chemicals, you have no idea what the heck they are.
Everything is fried. Oh my God.
The rancid bad fat. Like, we need fat, but we need healthy fat, like an avocado, like olive oil, like real butter, you know, like fish fat, you know, but, you know, real fish, decent fish, not tilapia, you know, not fried fish.
Not fried fish.
You know,
what about porgies?
You know, bless their heart, but, you know, the actual fish is good, but how do you prepare it? You know, I've been to, you know, people.
You bake it or fry it. I fry mine.
Certain people from South America have fish and it's so salty, it's unbelievable. And they love it.
They're used
I'm
to
like
it.
gagging, going, ugh, it's way too much salt. Just like, you know, I teach people to wean their taste buds and their palate away from sweet.
Okay.
So they're not craving it. If you have a Coke or an ice cream or some kind of a do-not, I call donuts, do-nots, at 2 this afternoon, guess what you're going to want tomorrow at 2 o'clock?
You know what? More sugar, obviously.
You're going to want something similar. And the more you do that and create a pattern, the more you crave it.
Right, I get that. But you know what? In all honesty, I've tried to diet, and as soon as I say the D word, I want more sugar. I don't even make it a whole day.
Well,
You know, if I say that I'm on a diet, so I don't say it, and I just do what I normally do, which is just eat healthy, eat as healthy as I can to the best of my knowledge, Monday through Friday. And then on the weekends, I veg out. I told you that.
Well, that's your choice.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
I call that good living.
Well, fortunately, you get a lot of exercise.
I do.
That helps you tremendously.
Yep.
And then you're eating, I imagine, a lot of healthy food.
Very healthy.
You know?
I mean, my husband grows our salads. Like
Good.
now, he's growing romaine lettuce and iceberg lettuce, cucumbers, squash, tomatoes, peppers. So everything
Great.
in my salad now, except for the carrots and the olives, comes from my backyard.
That's good.
Yeah.
You are lucky.
Well, we only get to do that for a couple of months. I mean,
You're lucky for that, and to have that discipline and that respect for your own body, and to benefit from it.
yep.
A lot of people don't understand that we need greens, we need minerals, we need vitamins, we need trace elements, and we need hydration. Half of America, even more than half of America, is dehydrated.
Especially in the winter, because we don't drink enough in
You
the
don't
winter.
you don't think about it.
Yeah, you don't want it. You're cold.
So
especially here in Connecticut.
So dehydration is another form of malnutrition. It's bad.
Yeah, it is.
It's really bad.
That I know.
So, you know, it might even be as much as 75% of all Americans are dehydrated more often than not.
Okay, so how much water should the average person drink per day?
Well, your body weight, your gender, your activity, you know, it all depends. But you really want to drink at least half a gallon of water
Okay.
through
I'm
the
there.
course of a day. And, you know, maybe it's discipline yourself and have a little bit of water before your meals. You should wake up and have 8 ounces of water, maybe 12 ounces, to get things going, to flush things, to, you know, give your body what it needs. You were fasting by sleeping. So obviously you can't drink water when you're sleeping.
Right.
So even though your body's still expiring water through your skin. So it's kind of like vape, you know, it basically evaporates from your skin.
And I like what you just said about having a glass of water before each meal, because then you'll eat less.
Eating
And you don't
less is-
overdo it. I like that.
And I'm guilty of that too.
Oh, yes, I definitely
eat
am.
a little more than I should, and I should drink more water, and I should pay attention to my hydration myself.
We
And
all
I
should.
have to be diligent about doing it.
And that's why
So-
we're having this conversation, so that we can make everyone aware of some of the things that they're not doing and that they should be doing, like hydrating yourself.
Like eating fruit that has fiber rather than having
A
candy
donut or
bar.
something, yeah.
I call those do-nots.
Do that.
And I call bagels zeros.
Oh,
Okay? Because it's all dough. It's all
yeah.
sugar.
It's
all
everything we
dough.
love. It's everything we love.
Well, we love it, but maybe that's a false sense of security and a bad habit.
That would fall under, I believe, addiction.
Oh boy,
That's where that would fall
well,
under.
think about this country. How many addictions can you come up with? So
Right.
we were going to talk about recovery,
Recovery, yeah.
and recovery should be about relapse prevention. So how do you do relapse prevention? Well, typically in recovery from alcohol and drugs, you're going to AA. AA says go to 90 meetings in 90 days. NACAA, whatever program it is. That's the main one. There's lots of them.
Okay.
And they say, well, don't forget to volunteer to, make the coffee. And if you forget the cookies, you'll kind of be shot, because everybody's got their hankering for sugar.
So when they go to these meetings, they provide
Well,
coffee
they
and
say the
cookies
newcomers should
Okay.
volunteer to make
Oh,
coffee.
Okay.
And so you
like
got to
a-
buy 2 big bags of cookies,
Okay.
because everybody's jonesing for the sugar. I say to people, the jonesing and the sugar habit is part of what drove them to do alcohol and drugs to begin with.
Oh, okay. And
Okay.
so I thought it would be just the opposite. It would be feeding their habit instead of doing like alcohol. They'll have cookies.
Well, now they
Is that
do.
not-
That's right. Now, what happens is, I believe,
Okay.
and I've done research on this for 45 years, that the typical American diet is one of the main causes of addiction and bad behavior and bad decisions, because everything that affects your body affects your brain.
Yep.
And, people shoot themselves in the foot constantly.
Exactly.
And a lot of people get to a point where they don't even know what it's like to make a good decision. They just knee-jerk react to everything. They do what's easy. They hit the easy button. Well, that's the bodega. Well, that's the fast food. Like you get so hungry you want to break a window.
Exactly.
You hammer the garbage. Oh, I'll take that whole pizza.
So you gotta
You
have
know?
a quick fix.
Well,
got-
that's what happens.
You gotta have a quick
And
fix.
in recovery, okay, this is doubly so because malnutrition and blood glucose disorder is rampant in the recovery community, and they don't even know what that stuff is. Malnutrition. I'm not malnourished. I don't look like a Biafran where my
Yeah.
waist is, 15 inches and my chest is 20 inches and my arms are stick thin. They think that's what malnutrition is.
Yeah, they think
No,
it's anorexia.
you can be really overweight and be very malnourished. You can be thin, you could be malnourished. All sorts of things where you lack vitamins, minerals, nutrients, oxygen, hydration, exercise, and your body's pissed off. So
and
what
you
happens?
react.
So what happens if all those things are not working correctly? Your brain is affected,
Okay.
and you don't realize what's going on. You don't get cause and effect. Your executive function isn't working quite right between your ears.
Okay.
It's hard for you to decipher what's true and what's not.
So then that causes you to relapse?
Well, that
that-
causes you to, double or triple the coffee, sugar, and cigarettes,
Okay.
which is called the physical dry drunk syndrome. So you're now substituting your original drugs and alcohol of choice for a
Sugar.
double helping of sugar, coffee, and cigarettes.
But isn't that better than drugs?
Not really, because you see, we get into AA, NA, and CA, and that takes a lot of work. It takes a
does.
lot of mental, I call it the mental Olympics, to process and retain new information that's different than your old habits and your old mainstays. And you have to change some of those isms and behaviors.
You have to change everything you do.
You do.
Like I told you, I smoked cigarettes. I smoked Newports. And I quit in 2000. So I'm 25 years
That's wonderful.
cigarette free.
You.
25 years and counting. And this is July, 6 months. I quit on January 1st. I didn't do the 12 o'clock thing. I smoked my last cigarette. I don't know what time of day it was.
Any day is a good day to quit.
But I smoked my last cigarette, and I've been cigarette free for 25 years plus. But it wasn't just quitting cigarettes. I had to change my entire physical routine. Like, I used to get up in the morning. The first thing I did before I brushed my teeth, anything, I was a real addict. I smoked a cigarette. Then I had my coffee. Then I took my shower and I got dressed, whatever. So I had to switch everything up. I got up in the morning. I wore the patches for 2 weeks, the Nicoderm CQ patch. I would take my shower because I couldn't put the patch on until after my shower. So I changed my whole routine. And it was the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life. So it is tough to break an addiction. And you're not just, breaking one addiction. I still hold my pens like a cigarette sometimes. I miss the sensation of the inhale, the pulling on a cigarette. There's like a million different little things that you need to quit doing. And one way to do that is to reverse what you were doing. Like I just said, get up in the morning, cigarette, coffee, shower. So then I started getting up in the morning, shower, and then I ate and, whatever else I needed to do. You just have to switch your entire routine, and that makes it easier. But the element that I was missing was the nutrition.
Well, so do most people.
Yeah.
And it's rough.
And if I had that.
And let's get back to what are cigarettes. Cigarettes are a delivery system for 599 different chemicals. And could you only imagine what acetone and formaldehyde byproduct and all these other chemicals that are industrial do when you roast it up to 1800 degrees.
Due to your lungs.
Because they put accelerants in there. They put all sorts of nasty chemicals in a domestic cigarette. Now, the leading chemical in a cigarette is sugar.
So glad I quit.
So I call cigarettes sugarettes.
Sugarettes. And they're, like you said, about $15 a pack. I probably couldn't afford it now anyway.
Well, there are literally 30 types of alcohol, sweeteners, and syrups that mask the flavor of the barn floor. They go right into your lungs faster than a needle, like good old crack. So it's a delivery system for all these nasty chemicals directly into your blood. It's a disaster for your body and your brain, which are one unit, not two. And your brain body functions at a much lower level. It's a perverted source of energy. You think it gives you energy. You think it's, taking a break. You think it's de-stressing you. It's doing exactly the opposite.
It's just making you want more and more.
It's causing stress. It's causing anxiety. It's causing blood sugar issues. It's causing behavior issues. And if you don't get them, you're in trouble. Just like caffeine is rough too. If you don't get your cup of coffee, some people are getting headaches.
That's true.
Some people can't function at all.
I get a headache if I don't have coffee for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And I'm not a serious coffee drinker.
Right.
I have 1 cup in the morning, and I don't even drink it all most mornings.
Well, I've taken loads of people off coffee, but I tell them, say they have a 2 cup a day habit. So go to a cup and a half, a cup, 2-3 weeks later, a half a cup. Maybe you're having a cup of half decaf, half regular.
Yep.
And over the
Just-
course of 6 weeks, you wean yourself off that perverted source of energy or stimulation, caffeine. If you had a sugar cube-sized hunk of caffeine, it'd make your heart explode.
Oh my
You're only
goodness.
getting a couple drops of actual caffeine in a good-sized cup of coffee because it's strong. It's powerful.
I want to go back to the cigarettes for just 1 second. So when you smoke, well, just take myself, for example. I smoked, I don't know, from I was a teenager until 20 years ago, 25 years ago. How long do you think it would take for my lungs to be completely clear of smoke?
I think it takes at least 6 months,
Okay.
but you start feeling the effects of it literally the day you stop. It doesn't matter what day. That's your big day. If you can quit smoking, you can muster up the energy, the intention, the attention, the focus. Say, I don't think so. Not to mention, I think cigarettes actually cost people and the public $200 a pack.
And lives.
Because the massive amount of money and compromised living, you know, we don't want to just live till we're a bit older. We want to have quality of life while we're doing it.
Yeah, even your insurance, like I'm a life insurance agent, so with the most companies, if you are a smoker, you smoke cigarettes, your premiums are almost double.
Oh, yeah.
But if you smoke weed, it's
doesn't
not as
matter.
bad. Some companies it's not as bad
Oh,
because of states that it's legal in. Because you figure cigarettes, when I smoked a pack a day. So I was constantly smoking.
They
and
still want to collect the premiums.
I think if it's marijuana, legal, you know, medical, legal, whatever you want to call it, marijuana, you're only doing it, what, once a week, twice a week? You know, you're not
Maybe.
doing it as much.
A lot of people don't just
Some people
smoke
might be
weed
doing it
once
every
a
day.
week.
I don't know.
Once a day is the usual.
Or once a day, like when you take your cholesterol pill or
And
something.
there's a million little reasons sitting on your shoulder going, it's okay, I deserve it, I worked hard, it's healthier than cigarettes or it's healthier than drinking. Yeah. Okay. You know, that might not be true.
Okay. All right.
You know, but people talk themselves into or out of just about anything.
That's right. Especially
Oh,
when you get
boy.
upset. That's a trigger.
Sure.
You're like, oh, I need a cigarette. I'm stressed out.
Yeah.
You know, that almost
It
happened to me
causes
so many
the
times.
stress. It caused some of that situation.
Yeah.
It affects your brain all day long, and you
All
don't
day.
know it because you acclimate to it.
Yep.
So
So
the cigarettes wind up literally being the cigarettes and vape are the leading cause of death and relapse in recovery.
wow.
So how many people are coming out of prison and within an hour they're smoking a cigarette or a bone?
Because you can't smoke in jail now, can you?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No, you can't. And so, but they probably still get to smoke somehow because of contraband.
Yeah.
And who knows what they're smoking?
Oh.
It could be, you know, all sorts of things.
Right?
So,
Oh my goodness.
you know, it's not easy in prison. And then their diets in prison are horrid.
Because you can only eat whatever they serve. You
Well,
don't get
it's not
to
only
go
what-
shopping and
It's
stuff
not
like
only
that.
what they serve, but the commissaries are loaded with garbage.
Ugh.
Loaded. All sorts of candy, all sorts of, you know, this, that, and the other thing.
Wow.
There's a lot of sugar. So there are men and women that go into, particularly men, go into prison, they weigh 200 pounds. They come out, they weigh 400.
Oh my goodness. And then there are some that go in and they do nothing but work out.
That's right.
There's
so,
a lot of gym junkies there.
That's right.
And that's a very good thing.
But
So
you see, they don't have the weight, but they can be just
They can do
as
push-ups.
sick. No, but there's something called TOFI, not tofu.
Okay.
TOFI, which is an acronym for thin outside and fat inside.
okay.
So you could still have fat in and around your visceral, your organs, your internal organs, your pancreas, your adrenal, your liver, your stomach, your kidneys, your liver.
Because of what you're eating.
Because of what you're eating. And that could actually, in my opinion, I think it's clogging up the pipes so that your pancreas, there's a little pipe there. And that little pipe has a little bit too much fat in it. Just like one of my signs has a picture of a sewer and a picture of a vein, and they look almost identical. The whole bottom half is clogged up with something.
Wow.
It's bad fat, or it's sewage. Same thing in your body.
Wow.
It's like your body's trying to get rid of bad stuff and trying to deal with that. And your liver and your kidneys are working overtime to try and somehow keep you clean and keep you functioning. And people are constantly ignoring that, neglecting themselves, eating, stuff that's bad.
Right.
And they're in a lot of trouble, and they don't even know it.
And you know what? I'm just sitting here thinking about everything that you're saying, that I never knew any of this. I never thought about nutrition, except for I thought I was eating healthy Monday through Friday, just salads and fruits and stuff like that. So it's really, really important that, we think about what we're going to eat. We try to eat healthier and try to eliminate some of the things that aren't good for us, like the white rice and like the macaronis and stuff like that. And then if you are coming out of a system and, coming out of a system and you're in recovery, you might want to give Mr. Craig Gordon a call. Okay, he can help you stay out. He can help you get healthier. He can help you physically, mentally. All you got to do is call the number on the screen or text it. Text your information, because everybody don't answer every number that they see. Text your information and he will get back to you and help you stay healthy.
I will
stay out of the system.
I will.
And how many people have you already helped so far?
Oh, I've helped thousands of people.
Thousands of people. There you go.
I've been doing this since I was 22. I'm 68.
Okay. All right.
Long time.
So there you go. You have an expert here.
I think people deserve better.
Yeah. And you deserve to treat yourself better.
And some focus on nutrition and
It's
health
amazing.
and exercise is a very big deal in early recovery or early release.
It's amazing. I
You know,
can't
like,
wait.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, I can't wait for our next section. Okay, session. And I just want to thank you for coming on the show.
Sure. Thank you.
This is our show for today. It's over. We're out of time. It goes by so fast when you're talking about something you're really passionate about. So this is the David Goodman Reality and Truth Show, and we're on your side.
Thank you.